Beautiful spot, beautiful day, huh? All right, so if you're joining me for the first time, this is going to be like an all levels class. So we'll do a centering, stretch, meditation, warm up on the mat. We'll do some standing flow and then plenty of time to relax at the end. So coming into your comfortable seat and feeling free, of course, to adjust or modify anything that you need to. So hands down on the lap, just close your eyes. So let's start with a few letting go breaths. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale a sigh. Do that again, big breath in. Exhale. That's right. Good, one more time, deep breath. Exhale when you're ready. Good, and then just breathe in through the nose, pause at the top of the breath. Through your nose, exhale, round your back, tuck the tailbone under, scoop the navel in, bring the chin to your chest. Hold that cat back, hold your breath out. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. As you inhale, float forward on the sit bones, lift the belly up, lift the chest up, lift the throat and face up. And exhale, roll on back. Do that again. Inhale, float forward, lift the belly, the chest, the throat, the face. And exhale, release. And then this time, lengthen your spine, shrug your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And last time, inhale up. Exhale, release. Let your palms open up to the sky, backs of hands touch your lap. And as you exhale, drop your chin, keep the rest of the spine long, but relax your face. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. As you breathe in, bring the right ear over to the right shoulder, open the left side of the neck. And exhale back through center. Go the other way, inhale the other ear to shoulder. Exhale through center. And then just one more time each side. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Back through center. Then last time, opposite side. And back through center. On an inhale, lift the head up. You can keep the eyes closed. Breathe out right where you are. And then start to deepen your breath. Breathe into the lowest part of the belly, the middle section of the ribs, the upper part of the heart. And exhale, relax the chest, the ribs, the low belly, so you're empty at the bottom. And do that again, deep breath in. And full breath out. And then one more time, deep inhale to lowest part of belly, middle portion of ribs, upper section of heart. And exhale, let go. Take a moment to continue that 3-part Dirga breath at your own pace. So you're breathing in and out through the nose, just starting to slow your breath down. Beginning to step into the present moment. Beginning to arrive on your mat today. To let anything else fall away that may or may not have happened before you arrived. And let anything else fall away that may or may not happen after your practice is complete. So taking this time to be right here, right now, in this space, connecting to physical sensations within your body, connecting to the rhythm and pattern of your own breath as it flows through your body, connecting to your heart, the rhythm of your own heart, the beat of your heart, the intentions or desires of your heart. Connecting to this beautiful space that we're practicing at today, outdoors or in the safety and comfort of our homes. So feeling all of it, being the most awake, conscious, connected version of yourself that you can access in this moment. And then the next time that you breathe in, just float your hands together in front of your heart to form a prayer position. Anjali Mudra, palms can meet. And as you exhale, bow your head to yourself and form any intention that you'd like to set for today. So perhaps focusing on what brought you here this morning, what you might need from your practice today, what might help sustain you as you transition off the mat. How do you want to feel this morning? How do you want to feel for the rest of the day? How do you want to show up for yourself or for those who you'll be in contact with? And then as you inhale, slide hands up to the sky, up towards the ceiling, lift up. And exhale, goddess your arms, so put a soft bend in the elbows, shine the palms forward, spread the fingers wide, and drop your chin. And then do that again. Arms come just to Tadasana, so you stretch out and up. They are shoulder width above the head as you look up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the elbows in and down. Good job, chin to chest. And then take that just one more time. Inhale, lift out and up. You can look up through that space that you're creating. And exhale, in and down. And then this time as you rise out and up, interlace your fingers above your head, release your pointer finger, point up to the sky, stretch the ribs off of the hips, stretch up and over to the right to a seated half moon or Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale through center. Exhale up and over the other way, big stretch through the waist and ribs. Inhale through center. And exhale, release your hands behind you. Drop your chin, interlace your fingers behind the back. Press the fist down to open up the heart, to lift the collarbones, lift the throat, lift the face, look up. And exhale, release the gaze, release the hands, roll the shoulders. Okay, let's unravel our legs. So bring your feet about as wide as your mat. You can bend your knees generously. And just take a couple windshield wipers side to side. Good. And then the next time that the knees come over towards the right, you'll pause, and I'm mirroring you. So knees to the right, and you're gonna turn your head away from the knees and just hold there a couple breaths. So you could have open eyes and create a steady gaze, or what's called a drishti point in yoga, where you're looking at one thing. Or if you'd rather close the eyes and bring your awareness further inside, you could do that. And we'll just take a simple hip opening series. So bringing the left hand to the left hip crease, the right fingers face the back. You'll press that left thigh forward, look to the side, or all the way twisting towards to look at the back. Exhale, release the hip down, look towards the front, or look all the way to the left. And do that a couple times. The thigh bone internally rotates within the pelvis. You'll look to the side or the back. Exhale, release, looking towards the front or the side. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Now as you stretch the arm off the hip, look at the thumb or beyond the thumb, or close the eyes, couple breaths. We'll just take some rotation here. So inhale, lift the arm towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the back and tap the hand down to the ground behind you. Inhale, lift the arm to the sky. Exhale, rotating through the torso, tap the ground to the side of you. Again, inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. This time as you lift, stay at the top, so reach the arm up towards the sky, and then reach up higher, like you're gonna pull yourself all the way up towards the sky, reaching ribs off of hips, looking up, and place the hand in front of your shin, so you're framing the front knee, almost like a modified version of a pigeon pose, and then go ahead and walk over the front knee or shin, and be on the fingers, the palms, or come onto the forearms, or separate the elbows, stack the palms or fists, and let the head drop. You got it, and you'll stay there for a few breaths. Good job. Just breathing into whatever area you're feeling this most, so maybe the hip, the back, the pelvis, the shoulders. Good. And then when you're ready, either lengthen or roll up to seated. Frame your front knee, press down into your fingertips to rise up through the heart, to take a gentle back bend in the upper back, lifting the face towards the sun. And then release the face back down. Cartwheel the left arm up and over. Bring the knees one time up and over towards the left and hold. So that pinwheel shape. So legs are far enough away that the inner thigh and inner knee of the right leg is towards the ground. And then rotate the torso so you can look towards the right. So hands behind you. Yep, that's it. So you can just kind of relax here, like you're just lounging in the sun on this beautiful deck at Proprietor's Lodge, just hanging out, relaxing. A steady gaze or focal point. Good. What a perfect place to start our day, right? And then from here, take your right hand right up to the hip crease. The left fingers can face the back. Press the right hip and thigh forward. Look to the back. Exhale, externally rotates. That thigh bone rolls down. You look to the side. And you keep holding your hips. You almost help manipulate that thigh bone forward, pressing the hip and thigh forward. And then exhale, helping to guide that hip and thigh back down. One more time. Inhale, lift. So really working that hip crease, opening space in the hips. And exhale, release. And then reach the arm off of the hip. Look at the thumb or look beyond the thumb or close the eyes. And then we'll start to connect this to our breath. So inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, rotate through the torso, tap the ground behind. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, rotate through the torso, tap the ground to the side. Do that again, inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. And then this time as you lift, you're going to stay. So when you get up, you pause, and then you reach up even higher to elevate the rib cage up away from the pelvis and look up. Exhale, place the hand in front of the shin. So we're framing our front knee. And now walk over the front knee and shin and come towards a modified pigeon to be on the hands, the forearms, or spread the elbows, stack the palms or fists. Take a few breaths there. You guys are doing great. And then when you're ready, go ahead and roll up or lengthen to come up. Frame your knee again. Root down through the pads of your fingertips to rise up through the heart, through the chest. So they kind of like almost like a cobra pose. Lift the face up, look way up. And exhale, release to look back to the ground. Let's cartwheel one time, right arm up and over. Knees fall to the right. And then knees fall to the left. And then knees come all the way up to the sky. Shuffle the feet hip width. Turn your fingers to face your hips. So you're laying onto the palms of the hands if you can. If they can't face the hips, just turn them the other way. So wherever they're comfortable. Press down into the hands. Reach the heart up again. So there's a diagonal line from the hips to the head. So you could stretch the wrists and open the chest and strengthen the back. If you want a little more vigor or heat here, just press into the feet. Lift the hips a little or bring them all the way up to thigh height. Pelvis lifts, chin to chest, or head could fall back. You could take that option if you want. Take a couple breaths. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, sit the hips back down. Let the knees fall apart so the soles of the feet come to touch in bound angle Baddha Konasana. Holding the ankles, lengthen your spine as much as you can. Shoulders down, heart and chest open. Either staying here or reaching the heart forward to come towards a forward fold, which you could do in a flat back, or bring the hands to the feet. Keep hinging forward, maybe round the spine. So either one is correct. One's not better or harder than the other. They're just different. So if you want a flat back, do that. If you want that rounded spine, take that option. Few breaths. Good. Let's lengthen or roll up back to seated in our bound angle. Take a hold of your ankles, and one more time reach the heart up. So press the heart and the collarbones through the arms and lift the face to take that little back bend again. And look back at the feet. Slide your hands along the shins to catch the knees and bring the legs together. And then let's come to all fours. You could either cross your ankles and come over your shins, or you can swing your legs around. So just come to tabletop. Good job. And then when you get to table, walk your hands a little further forward of the shoulders and start to swing your hips around. Good. You guys are doing awesome. I'm so glad we're out here today doing this. This is such a great place to be practicing. And then when the hips come to the back, just spin them around. Big stretch the other way. Good, and then when the hips come towards the back, take a seat in a wide-kneed child. So you might want to touch the big toes and widen the knees so the belly and the chest can fall right down through the thighs. From your child's pose, walk your hands to the left to create a little C curve in the spine if that's comfortable. Once they get as far as comfortable to the left, just drop the head again. Breathe into the right side of the waist, the ribs, the armpit, the hip. Good, walk through center. Shift the hips slightly to the left as you reach the arms all the way over to the right and create that C curve. Drop the head, breathe. Good, walk the hands through center. So you're back to that child's pose. If there's space, just wiggle the hands a little further forward to really reach the ribs away from the hips and get as much length as you comfortably can in the back. Relax the head to the ground if you can. For some of us, that might mean picking our hips up off of our heels. And if you wanted to bring some movement in, you could roll across the forehead or shift the hips. Good job. If you're moving, take a moment just to rest in stillness. You can always come back to this place at any point during your practice today. From extended child's, roll through cat, move the knees back underneath the hips. Keep dipping forward till you get to the variation of down dog where our knees are on the ground, but take your head up and back, look up. And then send the hips all the way back towards the heels so you reach back towards a child's pose. And do that at your own pace. So take that a few more times. And it might be big, it might be small, it might be fast, it might be slow. You might want to even pause when you get to one section of this movement or wiggle or adjust. So have this look however it wants to look on your body a couple times. Eventually, just land in a child's pose, taking as much time as you need to get there. Hold. And then when you get to child's, bring the hands back near the shoulders. Either roll up or lengthen up to sit on your heels. And if that's uncomfortable, come right to a high kneel and then lift the hips, lift the arms all the way up. Palms touch. You're standing on your shins, yep. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Drop your chin, fingers down, elbows back. Lift the heart and the throat up. Look up towards the sky. Release to tabletop. We'll just do a little bit more work on the ground before we come to our standing flow. So in table, make sure the shoulders are above the wrists, the hips are above the knees. Take a little hip wag to just tune in to the outer edge of the hip, the pelvis, the IT band. How's that feeling today? Just noticing. And then pausing with the shoulders above the wrists, the fingers spread wide, the knees anchored beneath the hips. Draw the navel up and in, drop the tail, drop the head, so you curl up to a cat pose. And then inhale to drop the belly, lift the heart forward through the arms, lift the face, look up towards the sky, cow. Couple more times. Exhale, curl, nice slow, steady breath. Inhale through cow. That's right, good. One more time. Exhale, curl. And inhale through cow. From here, lengthen to a tabletop back. Head away from tail, so you're on all fours. Take the right arm out to the side, all the way above the head to look up towards your fingertips. And as you exhale, thread your arm halfway through. Soften the left elbow, dip. Oops, there goes my mic. Dip the shoulder. Inhale, unravel, you go. Reach the arm all the way to the sky. Keep going. Good. And exhale, thread it all the way through to hover. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach it out and up. Exhale. This time you're going to land. So you go all the way down. Bring the shoulder down. Bring the head down. So you're going to pause when you get there. Now you could stay right where you are. That's one option. Shoulders down and head is down and hips are above your knees. So move the hips back. If they swayed to the right, pull them back. Or swayed to the left, pull them back right above the knees. The bottom hand could stay where it is or extend forward or reach up towards the sky. External or internally rotate, thumb comes down, then the elbow back of hand to hip or hip crease. So you choose hand on the ground, hand like puppy, arm to the sky, or half bind. A few breaths. Good. Choose your own adventure yoga. If you're binding, reach it back to the sky. Everybody place it back to the mat if it was extended or up to the sky. And then press into that hand to unwind. Sweep your opposite arm out and up all the way back up. Exhale, release. Then we'll do the other side. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, thread halfway through, hover. Inhale, unwind, lift up. So you're moving with your breath. You're flowing with your breath. Exhale, halfway through, hover. That's right, good. One more time. Inhale up. Nice, slow, steady breath and movement. And exhale, release all the way down. So there's no rush. Take your time. Bring your hips above your knees. Even out the shoulders. Strengthen the neck. Lengthen your spine. And then when you're ready, either stay or extend the front arm or lift the arm to the sky or fold it behind your back and take a few breaths. Just enjoying this rotation in the spine. So wringing out whatever you don't need, letting that go, wringing that tension out of the body, out of the mind, out of the heart. So you can create space and room for whatever you desire, whatever you want to invite in to the body, the mind, the heart. If you're binding, unwind. If your arms to the ceiling are outstretched, place it to the mat. And then everybody unwinds. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, release the hand. And curl your toes under and either walk out to puppy where the arms extend and the forehead or chin come to the mat, or take it up to dog. Hands a little further forward as shoulders, fingers wide, toes under, knees lift and hips press back. If you're in dog, take some time to pedal out. Press through one heel, press through the other heel, wag the hips. If you're in puppy, you could be still or you could be moving. Fingers are wide, feet are hip width. And if you're in dog, invite a bend into your knees and then tilt the tail and the hips up towards the sky so your back just got a little longer and stretchier. And try to line your ears up with your arm bones. So long diagonal line from tailbone to crown of head. Few breaths. Press the mat forward like you're going to slide it all the way to the front edge of the deck. Few breaths. And reach the hips back as you do that. Strong body. Now come to forward fold. Step feet to hands or hands to feet, or if you're in puppy, rock back onto your 2 feet. Feet are hip width. You're in standing in forward fold. Give your head a shake, yes. And give your head a shake, no. Hang out here with arms relaxed, or take a hold of opposite elbow to frame the head and maybe find a sway in ragdoll. If it's uncomfortable to be upside down, I always like to remind you that you can bring your hands to your shins to take a flat back. Otherwise, you can be in this deep fold for a few more breaths, so keep going. Good. And then if you're holding your elbows, release them, bend your knees, and let's roll up to stand. Take your time. Good. When you get there, big sun breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to prayer. Stand up nice and tall, either opening the eyes to take in that beautiful, or closing the eyes to reconnect to the body and breath. Take a deep in breath. And exhale, release your arms. You're doing great. So take a sun breath. Let's interlace our fingers, release our pointer, and point at the ceiling in the very beginning. You got it. Stretch up and over to the right, standing half moon Ardha Chandrasana, just like we did seated. Look up. Inhale through center. Exhale up and over the other way. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your hands behind you. Drop your chin, interlace your fingers. Press your fist down. Toss your knees, hips bent. In the back, hold your hips. You're going to take your feet parallel. Toes are forward, toes are back. And your bottom is reaching. You're going to sit in that imaginary chair. So you're strengthening your thighs. Release the hands. Come to stand in Tadasana, mountain. Straight legs, there you got it. And then dive over the legs, bend the knees, and swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring hands to shin bones, press the head away from the tail, lengthen out. And exhale, bend the knees, deep fold over your legs. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, out and up, palms touch. Exhale, hands through prayer. Eyes could close if you'd like, deep breath in. And exhale, release the arms. Let's step up to the top of the mat. Take another sun breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bent knees or straight legs. Swan dive over your legs. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Hands to shins or fingertips touch the ground. Stretch. Exhale, deep fold. From here, step your right leg back to a lunge. So you can be on your fingertips or your hands. Get your front knee above your ankle if you can. Bend the back knee, lift the heart, look up towards the front. And exhale, lift the hips, pike them up in the air, straighten the legs or move towards straight and drop the head to shin. Do that twice more, bend the knees. So you undulate forward, the heart lifts up as you look up. And exhale, the hips pull you up and back as you drop the head. Good, move with your breath. Inhale, bend the knees. Let that movement come all the way up through the torso, through the heart, through the throat and face. And exhale, lift the hips. Good, from here, bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight. Come on the tips of the fingers. You're on the ball of the back foot, press down into the feet to ground yourself and then lift the arms, either forward and up or out and up to pause. Take a breath here. So you're in high lunge, crescent lunge. Press out through your back heel, spark up the fingers, straighten your legs. And now you're just going to spin the back heel down, but stay in warrior one. So the heel comes down. You might need to scooch that back foot forward. So different than warrior two. Hips, torso, chest, square to the front. Big breath. And then release your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. If you can't do that comfortably, hold your hips. Press the fist down, open the chest, keep the bend in the front knee, look up. And then now hinge forward, either to a flat back where you get a diagonal line from the back heel to the head, or if you want to go deeper, come to the inside edge of the front leg towards the right corner of the mat. Head could drop, arms could stay at low back, or they could stretch away. Few breaths. So you're in humble warrior or ostrich pose. Few breaths here. Strong legs, open heart, deep stretch for the hips. Press down into your feet to rise up. Straighten your front leg at the top. Press your fists down to the ground. Roll the heart open, roll the chest open, lift the throat, lift the face, look at the sky. And then look forward again for balance. You're going to swing everything open to the long edge of your mat. So quarter turn to the right, swing to the long edge of the mat, arms to T. Pivot the feet so the toes are facing the long edge and the heels are facing the back long edge. Wrists are above your ankles. You got it. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, swan dive, either halfway to touch your legs or all the way to a deep fold. We're going to keep moving here, you guys. So when you're ready, take the left arm, the front arm, out to the side above the head, straighten the bottom arm. Come on the right fingertips, or bring the right hand to the leg or hip. Exhale, release, deep fold. Go the other way. Right arm out and up. High on left fingertips or left hand to block, shin or hip. And exhale, deep fold. Hold the bottom of your fold. If you're touching the ground comfortably, walk the hands forward like a down dog. Either be on the fingertips or place your palms to the ground and spread the fingers. Pull the hips back, let the head relax. And here you can just go ahead and drop it right through the arm bones. Maybe shake it out. Let it fall right through the arms. Just relax the head, the neck, the shoulders, that big stretch from hips to fingertips. Good. And then slide your hands back near the shoulders. Bend the knees. Bring your hands on top of the thighs with fingers in and elbows out. Press off the thighs to lengthen all the way up to stand. And then a big sun breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Oh, that breeze feels so good. Exhale, open arms, shoulder height. Hold. Good job. Spin the left foot forward so the left heel is lined up with the arch of the back foot. Bend your left knee to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, and look out over your front middle finger. Hold here. On an inhale, straighten the legs, lift the arms above your head, let your palms touch, but don't move the feet. Look to the long edge of your mat. And exhale, place yourself back into warrior 2. Do that again. Inhale up. So easy flow in and out of this pose. Exhale, release. One more time, letting the breath move the body. The inhale is a big stretch. And the exhale, you place yourself back into that pose. Hold there, deep breath in. And exhale, slow cartwheel, like slow motion. Left arm, right arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. You're in a low lunge. Your choice, either keep the back knee lifted or drop it down. Press into the right hand. Lift the left arm, revolved lunge or revolved knee down lunge. Take a deep breath. And exhale, lower your hand. Your choice here, I'm gonna modify, so you can come with me or take the more vigorous option. Back knee either stays lifted or dropped to modify. Front leg steps back to plank or modified plank. You'll have a choice to do this again in a moment. You'll either lower modified chaturanga with elbows back or full chaturanga with knees lifted. Uncurl your toes, inhale cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Or puppy. So puppy is that pose we did in the beginning, kind of like child's, but your knees are on the ground. Otherwise, make your way up to dog. If you're in dog, calf press, heels lift. Exhale, right heel drops, left knee bends, look underneath right armpit. Yep. Inhale, rise, heels lift. Exhale, switch, left heel drops, right knee bends, look underneath left armpit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both your heels drop. You're in down dog or you're in puppy. We're about to come to forward fold. So you have two choices. You could take your little tiny steps like we did in the beginning of class, or if you want something a little more vigorous, float the right leg up, three-legged dog, press out through your heel. Step the right leg forward first, big lunge, and step the left leg up to meet at hip width distance. Inhale, lengthen hands to shins or fingertips to your mat. Exhale, deep fold over your legs. Good. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, out and up to stand. And exhale, right back through prayer. Take a moment to reset, taking in that beautiful view or closing the eyes and reconnecting to your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. Let's do the whole thing from the top. With a sun breath, we pause, hands up the head, interlace fingers, release your pointer, point at the sky. Stretch the arms up and over to the left, bump the hips to the right and look up. Inhale, up. Exhale, switch. Big side stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands behind you, drop your chin. Interlace your fingers, press the fists down. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, back. Pose low in that chair, diagonal line from hips to head. Good job. Bun, bottom. So knees are above the ankle. You're pressing your hips back like you're going to sit in that chair. Hold there. So instead of straight down with the hips, down with the hips. You got it. Open the chest. Lift the head. Release your hands. Inhale, stand Tadasana. Lift up. And exhale, swan dive, straight or bent knees. Your choice, all the way down. Inhale, lengthen flat back, hands to shins or fingertips touch the ground. Exhale, deep fold. Reverse swan dive, either bent or straight legs. Inhale, fly up. Exhale, hands through prayer one more time, holding there for a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms. Last time, so take it up to the top of the mat, step up. Inhale, big sun breath. This is the first half of a sun salutation or Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins or fingertips to the mat. You stretch it out. Exhale, deep fold. And now your left leg steps back to a lunge. So go ahead. Hands frame the leg. If you're at home or if you're here and you have any blocks, you can put them underneath the hands. Bend the back knee, lift the heart, look up, breathe in. And exhale, elevate the hip, straighten the legs, head to shin. Twice more. And when I say straight, they don't have to be straight. So if straight's not an option, just let them be slightly bent. Exhale, lift the hips, work towards straight, but bent knees work too. One more time, bend the knees. And lift the hips. And then bend just the front knee. Keep the back leg straight, and you're trying to get your knee above your ankle, so that shin is vertical or perpendicular to the ground. Press the head away from the heel. You're getting ready to rise up to a crescent lunge or a high lunge. Press down into your feet. Either sweep the arms out to the side to bring them up or reach them forward and up. High lunge. Good, find your balance. So spark up the fingers, straighten the back leg if you can, press down into the feet if you can. So we start off on the ball of the foot if you can. So you're in that crescent lunge. You're kind of balancing here. It might not feel as stable as Warrior One. It's a little different. And now we're gonna take it into Warrior One. So spin the back heel down now, root the heel. And I know your body wants to open, but try to square your body back. So for some of us, that might mean inching the back foot in a little bit. Take a breath here. Release the hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Press your fist down to the ground, squeeze the backs of the shoulder together, open up the heart, keep the front knee bent. And exhale, hinge. Your chest comes towards the left corner of the mat, the inside edge of the right leg. Head could drop, arms stay at the back, or they float away from the back, all the way up and over the head. If you're in the deep version, you could try taking your gaze to your back foot, or look at the ground, or look at the front foot. You're doing great. When you're ready, press down into your feet to rise up. At the top, you'll straighten your legs. Press the fist to the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the heart, straight legs if you can. Look forward to the long edge of the mat. Open the feet. Arms come shoulder height. Take a look at your toes. We want to make them parallel now. So toes forward, heels back. The outer edges of the feet are lined up with the short edges of your mat, and bring your wrists right above your ankles. So that might mean widening your stance. Yep, there you go. Inhale, lift your arms up, big breath. And exhale, swan dive, either halfway to catch the legs or all the way to touch the ground. And then when you're ready, we're gonna twist it out. So right arm, front arm, out and up, a little high on left fingertips. Look up. Exhale, release. Go the other way. Left arm, out and up, high on right fingertips. Exhale, release. This time, instead of stretching forward, you could do that again, or this time you might reach the arms through the legs and then turn your palms down to the ground and reach those fingers all the way through the legs towards that back long edge of the mat, or even past the back long edge of the mat, and let the head drop and hold there a few breaths. And when you're ready, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Fingers can face the front long edge of your mat. Bend your knees, place your hands up to your thighs. Lengthen your spine to come all the way up to stand. When you're ready, big sun breath, inhale up. And exhale, arms shoulder height to hold. Strong arms, open chest and heart. spin your right foot forward without moving your torso. Just bring your heel in line with the arch of the back foot, so the toes face forward. And then bend the right knee, the front knee, and then turn your face to look over your front fingers. But try to not bring the shoulder with you. So move that left shoulder back so it's in line with the front shoulder. Out over front, middle finger with the gaze. And then without moving the feet, straighten the legs, lift the arms up, let your palms touch, and look to the long edge of your mat. Good. Exhale, open the arms wide, bend the front knee, look back to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, lift, straighten legs, arms lift. You're doing great. You guys look awesome. Exhale, release, front knee bends, look forward. Inhale, rise. Good. And exhale, release. You look awesome. Hold there. Pausing in Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, slow cartwheel. So bring the right arm down. Bring the left arm down. Pivot on the ball of the left foot. Either keep the back knee lifted or dropped. Press into the left fingers or hand, and then rotate towards your front bent knee. Lift the right arm. Hold there and breathe. You could always modify by dropping the knee. Couple breaths. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release. From here, back knee either lifted or dropped. I'm going to take the more vigorous version, but you choose. You're going to step the right foot back to meet the back leg. Knees are either lifted or dropped. So here's where you'd have that moment in plank if you want it. But if not, modify by dropping the knees. That'll keep it more gentle, relaxing. Take a breath here. Either modified chaturanga like we did, elbows come back, you stay on your knees, or come with me, knees are lifted, come forward an inch or two, point your elbows back, hover or come to your belly, and then come to cobra or up dog. Up dog, you get up on the tops of the feet, you lift the knees, you straighten the arms. Exhale, last down dog, come on up. Or puppy if you'd rather. Come high on the balls of your feet if you're in dog. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left arm. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, both your heels drop, and then just like we did before, either baby steps or this time left leg floats up, three-legged dog, just hip height, hip in line with heel. And then step or help that leg forward to a lunge. And bring the other leg up to meet it, hip width. Inhale, lengthen flat back, hands to shins or fingertips touch the ground. Exhale, deep fold over your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, out and up. Exhale, hands to prayer, and let's just hold this. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. So bring your awareness back inside. Place the hands gently in prayer in front of the heart. Start to feel from the inside out. Feel the rhythm of your heart again. The beating of the heart. Notice the sensations in the body, the heat that might have built, tingling, sensation, energy moving around. Notice the pattern of your breath, the depth of your breath, the pace of your breath. Notice the temperature of the air, the sun or the shade. Hear the sounds close by, hear the sounds in the distance. Take another deep breath. Exhale, release your arms. You're going to stay standing. Just take a breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open arms, catch your hips, stay standing. You're going to stand on your left foot and bring the right foot to a modified tree. So just bring your heel to your ankle. Yep. Good. So that's step one. And this right leg is turned out, so your knees facing out and your heels to your ankle. And you're holding your hips. That's one option. Another option would be to bring the foot right up off the ground, so you're just touching the ankle. From there, you could slide it up to cup your calf, or bring it above your knee. And you might need your hand to help, but you don't want to be right on the knee, so above the knee or below the knee. It really doesn't matter how high it is. It's more about getting that balance on one foot. Bring your hands to prayer. And then you want to find a drishti or a focal point, so that steady gaze. So it might be on the ground, but you want to pick something that's not moving. So on the ground or up on the horizon, close by or far away. You're engaging your core and you're really firming up that standing leg. And then if you feel like you have your balance and you want to move the arms, go ahead. You could have soft elbows and let them frame the head like a diamond. You could keep the hands above the head and straighten the arms, long arms, to kind of hug the ears. You could open them a little bit or a lot. Oh, you brought out the sun. So hold there. Good. And taking that beautiful view behind me. Just taking in that gorgeous space that we call home, or that we're visiting, or that we're able to see on Zoom today. Good. Take a deep breath. And then release, catch the hips, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And if you want, you're gonna extend it forward and you're gonna use your hip flexor to hold the leg up, flex the foot back, hold, take a breath, you're doing great. Release it down, and then let's spring up, big breath in, bend your knees. Exhale through an open mouth, swan dive. Now fly open, jackknife your spine, open the arms like wings, hover the head away from the hips like you're gonna fly through the air. And exhale, surrender, melt over the legs and bend the knees. With bent knees, fly up, open the arms, press down into the ground, lift the hands up, look up. And exhale back to prayer just for one breath. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release your arms. Last time, same breath, you stay standing. Exhale, arms open, catch your hips, stay standing and get ready for the other side. Transfer your weight to the right foot. Turn your left leg out, come on the ball of the foot, kind of test your balance and feel that standing leg rooted to the ground. Either place the left foot to the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. And then once you've found a choice, you'll balance. And this does get easier the more you practice it. And then find an arm variation. So you could follow along with me, or you could kind of free up the arms to wherever they feel comfortable whenever you're ready. So finding a place that feels good, either kind of experimenting with flowing the arms in and out of different poses, or finding maybe one specific posture with the arms that resonates with you or feels good right now. Inviting in any movement that you'd like. And experimenting with that steady gaze. So when your eyes are steady, it helps keep your mind steady, and it also helps keep your body steady. And then when you're ready, catch your hips and extend the leg forward. Keep it up as high as you can. Flex your foot. Use your muscles in your leg to hold it up, even if it's just for a moment. Good. Release it down. Spring up. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Inhale, arms like wings. Spread them open, head in line with hips. Hover like you're flying through the air. And exhale, melt over the legs. Step the right leg back. Land on your right knee. Step your left leg back, land on the left knee. Keep the toes curled under, hips high, walk out to puppy. Chest melts, forehead to the ground, or if it's accessible, you could even lift the face and bring the chin to the ground. You're trying to melt your chest down, like someone has their hand on your upper back and they're just gently guiding your heart down to the ground, but your hips are really, really high. Your tailbone's reaching up to the sky. Arms are extended, deep breath. And then uncurl your toes, melt back to puppy, or to child's rather, and bring the arms alongside the body this time. So let the chest rest on the legs if that's comfortable. If not, widen your knees. Arms alongside the body, backs of hands could touch the ground, palms open, forehead drops. And just rest. Feel the belly and the heart supported on the legs. Feel your body protected and safe. And connecting to the earth, connecting to this beautiful spot we're practicing in today. Feeling grateful to be able to be in community, whether we're together, outdoors, or online together. Good. And then slide your hands back near the shoulders. You'll just press into the ground to roll up or lengthen up. And then take your hips off to the side. We'll just find our way to seated. So you can swing the legs around to the front. And scoot your bodies forward. That hour went by pretty quick, didn't it? So we got a little bit more time together. We'll come onto the mat. So go ahead and scooch the hips up. You'll lift the arms up. And then slowly come down. I'm just going to adjust this. So you're going to make your way down onto your back. So keep going all the way. And then when you get on the back, stretch your body out. So send the legs forward. Send the arms behind you. Stretch the legs, the fingers, the toes, just basking in the sun, or imagining that you're basking in the sun if you're home or in the shade. And then gather the knees up to the body, hold the knees or hold the shins or wrap the arms around the legs and rock. Embracing your legs, giving yourself this gentle hug. Saying thank you to your body here for showing up. I'm grateful for this strong, able, beautiful body that you're blessed with. And bring your hands to your knees and circle the knees one way. And then circle the knees the other way. Hugging the knees into the body, open the knees, bring the feet together, slide the hands along the shins to hold the ankles, tops of feet or outer edges of feet. So just like we did that bound angle or Baddha Konasana when we were seated in our warm-up, same thing, but now you're on your back. So it might feel a little different to have the assistance of the ground to help create that long, strong, flat, lengthened spine. A few breaths. So really releasing any tension in the low back or in the hips. And then if you'd like, bring your feet up towards the sky. You could keep holding the ankles, calves, outer edges of feet, or take peace fingers, pointer finger and middle finger, around the inside edge of the big toe, or outside edge of the big toe, between the big toe and second toe. And then the thumb comes on the inside edge of the big toe. And then you could rock back and forth here. Wherever you're holding on to, you could rock. You're in happy baby. And then start to pause still. Place your feet back towards each other. Take a hold of the knees again. Legs back towards each other. Feet come to the ground. Knees up to ceiling. Arms out to T position. Keep your right knee bent. Straighten your left leg. Press into the right foot. Scooch your hips a little bit to the right edge of your mat. So you're kind of more on the left hip. And then bring the sole of the right foot up to the left thigh. Take a hold of the right knee with opposite hand, left hand to right knee, opposite hand to knee. And then just guide that knee all the way over the body towards the left. So you roll onto the left hip. And then when you get into that spinal knee down twist, you can let the foot fall off of the thigh. So you can kind of open up the back of the knee. So now there's like a 90-degree bend in the knee and in the hip. And then the head can turn away from the knee. And breathe. And just enjoying this rest, enjoying this twist. And then when you're ready, roll back through center, place the right foot back to the ground, left arm out to T again. Scooch the hips back where they came from, back underneath the shoulders. Extend the right leg long. Bend the left knee, put your left foot on the ground. Press into the left foot, scooch the hips to the left, so you're more on the right hip. Place the sole of the left foot on top of the right thigh. Right hand to left knee, opposite hand to knee. Guide the knee across the body as you roll onto the right hip, bottom hip. And then turn away from the knee. And then finally, the foot can float off the thigh. So you open up the back of the knee, and the shin becomes parallel with the outer long edge of the mat. So 90-degree bend at the back of the knee. So you're opening that space. And then look over the left shoulder if that's comfortable. Few breaths. Good. Bring the head through center. You can release that leg, bringing the right arm to T, and then guiding that left knee back through center up to the ceiling. Press into the left foot, scooch the hips back. Send the left leg long. Take a big stretch if you'd like. Maybe another hug in of the knees if you'd like. Another rock. And then feel free to move however you want. So we're about to come to Shavasana. I'm going to guide you into that final pose, but if there's any last movement or posture or stretch that the body's wanting, you could come into that now. Eventually we'll meet on our backs together. When you're ready, you'll extend the right leg long to the right corner of the mat, the left leg long to the left corner of the mat. The arms fall off the body, about 45 degrees at the armpit. Your palms can open. Backs of hands touch the ground. Head right in line with the body. You can let your eyes close. Let your breath soften. Let your body relax. We'll just be here for a moment. So seeing how quickly you can drop into this place of peace, of ease, of grace, of surrender, where you let go and allow the magic of your practice to take place and integrate deep within the cells of your body and the depths of your heart. You freed up all this space. You created all this room to release any tension physically, mentally, emotionally, and now be wide open to invite in whatever you're seeking, whatever you're imagining or cultivating or manifesting, letting that right into the body, your mind, your heart, being an open vessel or channel for all that goodness. Letting in love and peace and joy and health and vitality, confidence and strength, and whatever else it is that you need or desire in this moment. You'll take the next couple breaths in stillness and silence. And staying just as you are without needing to disturb your body or your rest. Bring your awareness back. Let your breath deepen. Send the breath to all the edges and corners of your body that might not normally receive that breath. Breathing in new energy, new prana or life force. Preparing for this brand new day with an open mind and an open heart. Eventually maybe bring movement into the outer edges of the body, moving or not moving in any way that feels comfortable. And then take your time to make your way to either side to a fetal pose on the left or the right, moving with the least amount of effort. Take your time to press yourself back up to seated. When you get there, you can let the backs of the hands touch the knees or the lap. Let your palms open up. Press the tailbone down. Reach the head up high. Come back to your centering, just as you did in the beginning of class. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. And your next inhale, float your hands together in front of the heart to prayer position, Anjali Mudra, sealing our practice and intentions in. And as you exhale, bow your head to yourself. And we'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, starting with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale a sigh. We'll begin deep breath in. As your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. It's so great to have you guys here in person on the deck. Thanks for coming. Thank you everyone online. I'll check in with you guys too and make sure that you could see and hear. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Have an awesome day. Thank you.